So, how are you all doing? Hope you're all having a good week. The weather is lovely outside, so maybe you're in the afternoons after you do all your work, you're managing to go out a little bit, maybe for a swim or for a walk or something. We've had some absolutely gorgeous weather. Anyway, today is Wednesday, and it is the 27th of May. Bil-Malti ngħidu l-erba' 27 ta' Mejju. And today I'm going to read a story. There's going to be one boy who's going to be reading this, and he's going to be giggling because there was a boy last week in my reading session, a boy in class, who was trying to read with his eyes closed. Can you imagine that? He was actually trying to read with his eyes closed. And he was making me laugh. And I told him there's actually a book by Dr. Seuss called I Can Read With My Eyes Shut. And I asked him if he wanted me to read, and he said yes. So I'm going to read a story. It's a funny story by Dr. Seuss, and it's called I Can Read With My Eyes Shut. Can you imagine reading with your eyes shut? I certainly can't do it. So I can read with my eyes shut. Okay. I can read in red. I can read in blue. I can read in pickle color too. I can read in bed and in purple and in brown. I can read in a circle and upside down. I can read with my left eye. I can read with my right eye. I can read Mississippi with my eyes shut tight. Mississippi, Indianapolis, and Hallelujah too. I can read them with my eyes shut. That is very hard to do. But it is bad for my hat and makes my eyebrows get red hot. So, reading with my eyes shut, I don't do an awful lot. And who is he? We know who he is. He's the cat in the hat, isn't he? And when I keep them open, I can read at much more speed. You have to be a speedy reader, 'cause there's so much to read. You can read about trees and bees and knees on trees and bees on threes. You can read about anchors and all about ants. You can read about ankles and crocodile pants. You can read about hoses and how to smell roses and what you should do about owls on noses. Young cat, if you keep your eyes open enough, oh, the stuff you will learn, the most wonderful stuff. You'll learn about fish bones and wishbones. You'll learn about trombones too. You'll learn about Jake the pillow snake and all about the foo-foo the snoo. You can learn about ice. You can learn about mice. Mice on ice and ice on mice. You can learn about the price of ice. Nice ice for sale, 10 cents a pail. You can learn about sad and glad and mad. There are so many things you can learn about, but you'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. So not really the best thing to keep your eyes closed, because you won't really see much at all. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. You might learn a way to earn a few dollars, or how to make donuts or kangaroo collars. You can learn to read music and play a hatzat if you keep your eyes open, but not with them shut. If you read with your eyes shut, you're likely to find that the place where you're going is far behind. So, that's why I tell you to keep your eyes wide. Keep them wide open, at least on one side. The end. And it's a sweet, rather short story by Dr. Seuss. It was getting stuck. That's not good. Okay, so today in maths we are going to learn about times. So we already know all about plus when you add things together. We already all know all about minus when you take things away. The new sign we're going to learn about is times. It's also called multiplication. okay? It's just a cross. When you see times, basically all you're seeing is a cross, okay? And what does this mean? Is it something tricky? It's not tricky at all, okay? When we're talking about times, we're just meaning how many lots of something are there, okay? So we already know how to times, because if you can count in twos, then you can count in lots of two. So if you know your even numbers and you can count in twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, you're basically creating lots of two. I'm going to use blocks to show you, and you can use blocks for this lesson as well, okay? So if I've got 2, and then another 2, and another 2, and another 2, I am counting in twos, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, how many lots of 2 do I have? Each one is a lot of 2, okay? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 lots of 2. So if I have 5 lots of 2, in maths, this means I have 5 times 2. I have 2 5 times. That's why it's 5 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since I have 2 5 times, this is the same as 5 times 2. And the answer, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I know the answer is 10. So 5 times 2 is 10. And I can do this with several types of numbers. Let's keep my lots of 2. But instead now, how many lots of 2 do I have now? Let's count them. How many lots of 2 do I have? Maybe I need to put them this way. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 lots of 2. So I have 7 times 2. Because I have 2, 7 times. Now, 7 times 2, I have to count in twos to get to it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 7 times 2 is 14. It's as simple as that. Let's do something else now. Instead of counting in twos, I'm going to count in fives. So I have created one lot of 5 here, one lot of 5 here, and another lot of 5 here. Okay? So this time, I'm not counting in twos, I'm counting in fives. How many lots of 5 do I have? Good, I have 2 lots of 5. So I have 5 times 2. Because I have 5 2 times. And if I count in fives, it's 5, 10. I'm counting 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. I already know how to count in fives. 5, 10. Now if I decide I'm going to add some more, these are still lots of 5, okay? I still have lots of 5. Every one has got 5 in it. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every one has got 5 in it. How many lots of 5 do I have now? How many towers are there, boys? Good, there are 4 lots of 5. So I have 4 times 5, because I have got 4 lots of 5. And we can count in fives to find the answer. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 4 times 5 is 20. So I know how to count in twos. I know how to count in fives. I also know how to count in tens. This is a lot of 10. So it's 1 lot of 10. So as it is, it's just 1 times 10. 1 lot of 10. And 1 times 10 is obviously 10, because there are 10. Okay? Now if I introduce another one, I now have 2 lots of 10. And what is 2 times 10? 10, 20. 2 lots of 10 is 20. So I can work it out as well. I can work out lots of 10, lots of 5, and lots of 2, because those are the ones that we know how to do at the moment. So what I want you to do for this lesson, boys, is go and get 20 Lego cubes. The squares, please. Pause the video now if you haven't already got them. All you need is 20, you don't need more than that. 20 Lego cubes. And we're going to work out page 34 together using these 20 Lego cubes. Okay, so you've unpaused the video now. And we're going to open the book on page 34. Here we go. All right, so when we say times, it's the same as saying multiplying. Multiplying is times, just as we say plus is addition and minus is subtraction, times is multiplying, all right? So, the first one, we need 3 lots of 2. 3 lots of 2, which is the same as 3 times 2. I don't need to write it actually because it's written already. 3 times 2. So what I want you to do is make 3 groups. Make 3 groups. 3 groups of 2. Just like the book did here. There are 3 groups of 2 over here, right? It's the same thing. Okay? So in all, how many do you have? I've got 3 groups of 2. I'm going to count in twos. 2, 4, 6. So over here, everybody, please do it. We're going to write the number 6. Very good. So you've made your 3 groups of 2. That's 3 times 2 because it's 2 3 times. 3 times 2. Excellent. Okay. Now over here, we're going to do 3 lots of 4. So now we're going to have towers that are 4 blocks big. So I want you to make 3 lots of 4. Get your Lego blocks. Every tower has got 4 blocks on it and you've got 3 towers. 3 lots of 4. And let's count how many you've got now. Maybe counting in 4s is a bit difficult because we've only learned how to count in 2, 5s and 10. So maybe we can't count 4s, but we can count them, right? You've got 4. Double 4 is 8. So I have 8 here. 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 times 4, 3 lots of 4 is the same as what? Good, it's the same as 12. Very good, so you can write it down. Next one, 2 lots of 5, boys. Can you please make 2 lots of 5 for me? Get your Lego cubes and make 2 lots of 5. I have 5 and 5. And this is 2 times 5. Now, can you tell me what the answer is? You all know how to count in 5s. I don't have to say counting 1 by 1. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have to do it like that. I count in 5s. 5. What comes after 5? Tell me. 10. Good. You know how to count in 5s. 5, 10. So 2 lots of 5 would be 10. Very good. Now here I have got, next one, 4 lots of 2. So please create 4 lots of 2. I've created mine. I've created my 4 lots of 2. 4 lots of 2. Okay, have you done it? Now, boys, I'd like you on your own to count in 2s. Okay, and tell me how many blocks there are. We're not counting each one individually. I don't want you to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not like that, boys. We are counting in 2s. You know how to count in 2s. 2, 4. What comes next? 6, and then 8. Very good. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's how I count in 2s. So I know that 4 times 2 is 8. Excellent. Now I need 5 groups of 4. So 5 groups of 4. Create 5 groups of 4, please. I've created mine. I'll give you a bit of time. 5 groups of 4. Okay, so 5 groups of 4. We're going to see how many cubes I've got in all. So I have 4. Double 4 is 8. Now, since I don't know how to count in 4s yet, we've never learnt it, we can count them. So these two make 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So in all, you should have counted 20 cubes. 20. 5 groups of 4 is 20 cubes. You will also notice that 5 times 4 and 4 times 5 is the same thing. If instead I make 4 towers with 5 in each one, 5, 10, 15, 20, it is the same. So whether you have 5 times 4 or 4 times 5, it obviously makes absolutely no difference. Now, 3 times 3, boys. Can you please make 3 times 3? 3 groups of 3 cubes. 3 lots of 3. Okay, so we're going to count them. 1, 2, 3. Continue counting, boys. Count them all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. So over here, you're going to get 9. 3 groups of 3 is 9. And that is how we do multiplication, boys. We've learned something new today. We've never done it before. It's something completely new, but today you've learned all about multiplication, which isn't that difficult at all, I think. Well done, boys. So when you're ready from this, okay, if you're not ready, pause the video and make sure everything is done properly. But when you're ready, you can unpause and we can continue, okay? So what we're going to do now is you're going to do your third read of Elvis. Actually, no, before that, wait a bit. Let's go to the words. We're going to go to the words and start with the words of Elvis. So the red words. I, you, the, my, your, are, said, go, of, to, know, be. Now the green words. Elf, tap, witch, wand, imp, imp, stitch, king, cash, doll, dress, Elvis, mend, mending, sock, socks. And now the speed green words. Sang, job, thing, hat, is, am, can, red, big, black, pink, thing, hold on. Okay, so now you can open the story of Elvis and you can do your third read, okay? So you can pause the video now and do the third read. Okay, so we are going to unpause the video now and we're going to go through the things that Elvis was really good at mending. He couldn't only mend shoes, he could mend other things. He could mend a witch's wand, he could mend an imp's red hat, he could mend the king's big black cash box, he could mend the doll's pink dress, and I wonder if he could mend the giant's socks. Probably he could as well. Now, it's quite handy, I think, to have somebody who can mend all these things. Is there anything that you wish could be mended? Maybe there's something in your house that has been broken for a really long time. Maybe you've got a toy that you really wish still works but doesn't anymore. So you can pause the video now and maybe talk to your mommy or anybody who's next to you and talk about things that you really, really wish could be mended. Maybe there's something that hasn't worked in a really long time and you really wish it could be mended. Okay, have you done that? All right, so we're going to think about things that can be mended. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about things that are broken, okay, and that we really wish there was an elf like Elvis around who could mend them. So what I'd like now is for you to open your Get Writing onto page 13. And there are all these things that need to be mended, that need to be fixed. Okay, they need fixing. So we can see what they are. So over here there is a toy car, here there is a cup, here there is a bag, and here there is a laptop. So we're going to say what's wrong with these things, how they need to be mended. Okay, so if I look at this, toy car, I notice that it is very scratched and that there are missing wheels. Okay, so I can say the toy car is scratched, full stop. Its wheels have fallen off. That would be two amazing sentences. The toy car is scratched, full stop. Its wheels have fallen off. Or it doesn't have any wheels, for example. So what's wrong with this cup if you look at it? Yes, it's chipped. So you can say the cup is chipped. And that is something that is wrong with this cup. Okay, it also looks very scratched, like the paint has scratched. So you can say that as well. The cup is chipped and scratched. What's wrong with this bag? This bag looks torn. Look at this. These pieces are coming off. It also looks very dirty. Maybe it needs a bit of a wash. So the bag is torn and dirty, perhaps. Oh dear, what's wrong with this laptop? Look at that. The laptop has a cracked screen. So you can write the laptop has a cracked screen. Okay? You can even add some more things if you want to pretend that, I don't know, maybe you can say the bag has holes in it. You can add it too, okay? So I want you to look at these pictures and write down what is wrong with them. That is your writing for today. So what you're going to do now is you're going to pause the video and you're going to complete these sentences. Remember to ask your parents to send me the work once you're done. So this is today's writing down what's wrong with these sentences. Okay, now we're going to go on to Maltese. The first thing we're going to do is go over the usual PowerPoint. Mela hawnhekk għandna il-ħaxix tajjeb għalina. Mela hawnhekk għandna il-ħass. Il-ħass jikber fil-ħamrija, inpoġġu il-ħass ġol l-insalata. It-tadam aħmar, nagħmlu t-salsa tat-tadam. Il-ħjar aħdar. Il-brunġiel vjola. Il-karrotti oranġo tajbin għal għajnejn. Il-qarabali tajjeb fis-soppa. Il-pastart jikber fil-ħamrija. Il-pastart aħdar u abjad. Il-basal jikber fil-ħamrija. Il-piżelli jikbru fuq siġar. Il-kaboċċi aħdar jew vjola. It-tewm abjad. Impoġġu t-tewm ġo t-salsa tat-tadam. Il-patata jikber fil-ħamrija. Il-patata kannella. Bravi. Mela, il-bieraħ iddiskutejna dawn il-kliem fuq tikka kliem. U għattilkom li tridu talmuhom. You need to learn these words, okay? And we said that these words are in the singular. So it is when you have one cucumber, you say ħjara. If you have many, you say ħjar. One tomato, tadam, many tadam. And if you remember, on the first day, on Monday, we had spoken about these. So look at how the words are different. And we're going to try and see what is different about them. So, over here, I have a lettuce. Mela hawnhekk għandi ħassa. Okay? One ngħidula ħassa. Ħafna ngħidu l-ħass. Ħass means many lettuces. Waħda tadama. Ħafna tadam. So one is a tadama. Many tadam. Waħda ħjara. Ħafna ħjar. Patata tibqa l-istess, patata remains the same. Waħda karotta, ħafna karotti. Waħda kaboċċa, ħafna kaboċċi. Waħda pastarda, ħafna pastart. Waħda basla u ħafna basal. So as you can see, when we're changing it from one to many, the word changes. Now, sometimes you will notice it's just that the A goes away. Ħjara, the A goes away, becomes ħjar. Tadama, the A goes away, becomes tadam. Ħassa, the A goes away, it becomes ħass. Okay? Pastarda, the A goes away, it becomes pastart. Sometimes the word changes a little bit more, like the A of karotta changes to an I. The A of kaboċċa changes to an I. So sometimes this is what happens, and sometimes the word remains the same, like patata. Today, though, we're going to talk about the words where the A simply goes away. So words like ħjara, li jiġi ħjar, tadama, tadam, ħassa, ħass, pastarda, pastart. Se nitkellmu fuq dawn il-kliem. U jekk tiftħu il-ktib tagħkom fuq paġna 32, 32, se naraw kliem li huma hekk. Dawn il-kliem jekk inneħħu la isiru fil-plural. If we take off the A, they end up in the plural, okay? Mela jekk għandi waħda pastarda, biex nagħmel ħafna irid inneħħi la u tiġi pastart. All these words are like this. So we're going to do the same thing for all of them, boys. We're going to take off the a and then write the word in the plural, okay? Mela hawnhekk se nneħħu la ta' frotta. Cross it off like that. And then what word do I get? Frott. One frotta, one fruit. Frotta waħda. Ħafna frott. Many, to say many, it's frott. Mela, waħda pastarda, ħafna pastard, waħda frotta, ħafna frott. Waħda brunġiela, ħafna, neħħula, cross off the a, cross it off. Well, you guys cross it off, there we go, I finally managed. Mbagħad nikdbu ħafna brunġiel. U għamlu tikka fuq il-ġ. Ħassa inneħħula, waħda ħassa, ħafna, ħass, lettuce, u għamlu aqtaw il-ħe. Waħda ħjara, one cucumber, ħafna, ħjar, cucumbers, ħjar, so cross off the hair. Waħda tadama, if I cross off the a, ħafna, tadam. Waħda karfusa, karfusa is celery. Waħda karfusa, ħafna.
Mama!
Tell me, darling.
Where's my stool?
What a lovely way you're talking to me. Maybe you should ask in a much nicer way than that. Look at this face. Look at that face. How do you ask nicely?
Where's my stool?
Excuse me? Ask nicely.
Hmm.
Mummy, do you know?
Mommy, where's my stool?
Do you know where my stool is, please?
Mommy, do you know where my stool is, please?
Yes, it's in the living room next to the coffee table. You were putting your feet on, if you remember. Because you wanted to relax, he told me. Mela, waħda karfusa, ħafna karfus. So, one celery, lots of celery. Ħaxix, vegetables. Waħda ħaxix, naqtaw il-qa. Naqtaw il-qa. U ħafna ħaxix. Waħda tewma, a clove of garlic. Waħda tewma, ħafna tewm. Waħda tursina, that's parsley. It's a herb. Ħafna tursin, lots of parsley, tursin. U dawn huma kliem. Kull ma rridu nagħmlu naqtaw il-qa. Issa, meta jekk għadkom switchajtux dan, af suppose, we haven't finished this, yes, press pause. Okay, issa, lesti minn dan, u issa se nagħmlu dan l-eżerċizzju ta' isfel, okay? Mela l-ewwel se nisimgħu xi ħaġa fuq il-ħaxix.
Jien ma nħobbx il-ħaxix kollu.
U int xejn ma tħobb?
Mhux veru. L-iktar ħaxix li nħobb huwa l-patata l-forn fix-xitwa u l-ħass u t-tadam f'xi biċċa ħobs ħdejn il-baħar. U int Dina.
Jien inħobb ħafna l-ħass u t-tadam ukoll. Anke t-tewm u l-basal inħobb meta jkunu mħaltin f'insalata tajba.
Bilħa, anke l-basal jien inħobbu ħafna. Alla volja meta jkun nej tgħid kemm nibki.
U intom, xi tħobbu l-aktar? Tafu kemm importanti l-ħaxix għas-saħħa?
Mela hawnhekk qed jitkellmu fuq il-ħaxix li jħobbu. They're talking about the vegetables that you like. And diġà saqsejtkom li mu il-ħaxix favorit tagħkom. I already asked you what your favorite vegetable is. Let's discuss what Dino and Dina are saying. Okay, wait, sorry about that. That is not what I wanted to do. I have to play it from here again.
Jien ma nħobbx il-ħaxix kollu.
U int xejn ma tħobb?
Mela Dino qed jgħid ma jħobbx il-ħaxix kollu. He doesn't like all vegetables. U Dina tajlu xejn ma tħobb, you don't like anything.
Mhux veru. L-iktar ħaxix li nħobb huwa l-patata l-forn fix-xitwa.
Mela mhux veru, it's not true he's saying. Jiena nħobb il-patata l-forn. I like potatoes in the oven fix-xitwa, in winter.
U l-ħass u t-tadam f'xi biċċa ħobs ħdejn il-baħar.
u l-ħass, lettuce, u t-tadam, lettuce and tomatoes, f'biċċa hops in a piece of bread ħdejn il-baħar, next to the sea. So he likes to have bread with lettuce and tomatoes.
U int Dina.
Jien inħobb ħafna l-ħass u t-tadam ukoll.
Mela Dina tħobb il-ħass u t-tadam ukoll. She likes lettuce and tomatoes.
Anke t-tewm u l-basal inħobb.
Tewm u l-basal, tewm, garlic, basal, onion. She likes those two.
Meta jkunu mħaltin f'insalata tajba?
In a salad, obviously, don't eat garlic and onions on their own, okay? So they're always added to something, a sauce, or in this case, she's saying in a salad.
Bilħa, anke l-basal jien inħobbu ħafna.
He likes basal too, he likes onions too.
Alla volja meta jkun nej, tgħidx kemm nibki?
But he's saying when it's raw, meta jkun nej, nibki, he cries. Have you ever seen somebody chopping onions or maybe chopped onions yourself? It makes your eyes water when you do it.
U intom, xi tħobbu l-aktar? Tafu kemm importanti l-ħaxixa s-saħħa?
She's saying, what do you like the most? Do you know that vegetables are very, very important for your health? We do know that, right? So we're going to listen to it one more time.
Jien ma nħobbx il-ħaxix kollu.
U int, xejn ma tħobb?
Mhux veru. L-iktar ħaxix li nħobb huwa l-patata l-forn fix-xitwa u l-ħass u t-tadam f'xi biċċa ħobs ħdejn il-baħar. U int Dina.
Jien inħobb ħafna l-ħass u t-tadam ukoll. Anke t-tewm u l-basal inħobb meta jkunu mħaltin f'insalata tajba?
Bilħa, anke l-basal jien inħobbu ħafna. Alla volja meta jkun nej, tgħidx kemm nibki?
U intom, xi tħobbu l-aktar? Tafu kemm importanti l-ħaxixa s-saħħa?
Bravi. U hawnhekk se tiktbu xi tħobbu mela. Keeps coming up. Mela, jekk jien inħobb il-brunġil, jien se nikteb I like aubergines, I'm going to write jien inħobb il-brunġil. Mela hawnhekk se nikteb x'inħobb. I'm going to write down the vegetable I like. And then I'm going to draw a picture of it. Mela jien inħobb il-brunġil, se npinġi brunġiela. I'm going to draw that. Jekk nikteb jien inħobb il-patata, se npinġi l-patata. So this is what you need to do now, boys. You need to write what you like and draw a picture of it. And that is the end of our video. Have a good day.